Let's call this meeting to order. We need to apologize in advance.
Oh, launch it.
We have new computers. We all just had an hour-long training on Tuesday, so we're playing tonight, so we're pretending we're professional. Oh, no, we are professional.
Just go to the agenda, right?
So we're going to stand, if I can do all this, we need to stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Treasurer, call the roll.
Mr. Trimmer,
Here.
Mr. Glista,
Here.
Mr. Wallace.
Here.
Mrs. McLaughlin,
Here.
Mrs. Carnegie.
Here.
Yep.
Not up there yet. This will only increase the board meetings by double. At least the first couple times.
Do I have hit scoreboard?
Yes.
He also just learned, he was on vacation, and he just learned today. So,
Yeah, give it a vacation.
you did vacation too?
That's a really nice shirt, though.
Sure it's not?
No, it's not me.
It should be rolling.
Two.
Maybe a delay.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to refresh it, then it will be.
Oh, so that's
Keep going.
Gotcha.
Did you guys see that?
I can't keep that.
That's one you both.
Well, he's coming. He's leading us. Thanks. Oh,
There it
sorry.
is.
There it is.
Okay, we ready?
There we go.
Oh,
Yes, we are.
yay.
Approval of minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Treasurer, call the roll.
Okay. Sorry, this is a little slow.
Is that all we do?
You do have to vote, just, I have to,
You don't have to say.
I get to pick each board member in a drop-down box as to who motions and who seconds. And then when Mrs. McLaughlin says, call the roll, I get to push a little button that says, take the vote. And
Then it should come up on our.
And-
I
should
get
come up on our
to,
screen.
they can also vote online, so this is what's going on now.
There it is.
Did
There
it come
it
up?
is.
There it is.
Mine didn't come up. Oh.
There it is.
They get a little dialogue box to vote, yes, no, abstain, or not present. Well, they wouldn't vote not present.
Did it come up?
And
It's
we're still
working.
waiting for Mr. Trimmer's vote.
So I was just messing with you. I was. I'm like my wife.
You're running again.
I'll be quicker. Just seeing if you're paying
Okay,
attention.
then I don't go on. Say something that it passed.
And I've closed the voting.
Save.
I've saved the resolution, and it should show
There you go.
that the motion passed.
Does that tell us on here somewhere?
No.
No, it's only up there.
All right. Okay, under finance, June financial report.
Okay, who's doing that now? The motion is to recommend approval of financial report for the month of June 2017.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
I recommend approval of financial report for month of June 2017.
So moved.
Second.
Treasurer, call the roll.
Sure, if I'm faster.
You could be all here all night.
Oh, we gotta learn to do it.
Overtime.
Once we learn this, it'll be really cool. Yeah.
The good thing is I can make this print as big as I want and I don't need these.
Yeah, but then you'd have a hard time scrolling it down.
Yeah, I-
2 words are up
I'll
on the
put
screen.
mine back down. Okay. Okay, June expenditures, recommend approval of accounts payable, payroll, and benefits expenditures for June 2017.
So moved.
Second, treasurer call the roll.
Trying to.
10 work faster.
It did. My mind worked faster when I was using a pen. I think next time I'll do it.
Yeah. See, I need to know if it passes.
I'm waiting for Mr. Glista.
Mr. Glista kind of got popped out of here somehow.
That's okay. Actually, if you want to tell me your vote, I can record it for you.
Got it.
So having that double thing, it didn't get it off. It shows up in his computer, and it's behind me, but I don't know if it passes, so I don't know whether to go on or not.
Motion carries.
Okay. Number 3, Ohio Schools Council membership. Recommend approval of continued membership in Ohio Schools Council and their cooperative purchasing and school bus purchasing programs for fiscal 2017-18 at a cost of $564.32. Fees for 2016-17 were waived due to a refund of 2015-16 fees of $1,298.32.
So moved.
Second.
Treasurer call the roll.
I can forget to do it.
Yeah.
Kidding. Really am. I could tell you who votes the quickest.
No.
We'll all
it's-
get better.
But I watched his pop up for mine. You want to get in a competition on that. You gotta make it fair. You gotta make it fair if
All
I do
in.
that.
And that motion passed.
Okay, number 4, dental plan. Recommend approval of a dental plan administrative services agreement with Medical Mutual of Ohio for the October 1st, 2017 through September 30th, 2018 period. Administrative cost will be $3.67 per employee per month. Prior agreement was $3.56 per employee per month. Payment will be from the dental plan fund.
So moved.
Second.
Treasurer call the roll.
Treasurer, click the roll. Yeah, Eric's computer's faster. So's Lori's. Getting this roll.
Okay, I got lost. Wait.
All right.
I know, but I need to read it.
And the motion carries.
Click on it again.
There you go.
Could you maybe come up with some music when the motion carries?
Like a little ding. I mean, a ding when the motion carries. Okay.
Get back.
5, Auditor of State. Recommend approval of a letter of engagement with the Auditor of State for the audit of the West Branch Local School District, basic financial statements, and the expression of an opinion concerning whether the basic financial statements present fairly in all material respects, the district's financial position, changes in financial position, and required budgetary comparisons and cash flows in conformity with U.S. Generally accepted accounting principles for the year ending June 30th, 2016. Fee for service subject to amendments to the letter of engagement is not to exceed $22,632. Previous year audit was $21,402.
So moved.
That should actually be 2017.
Yeah.
For June
Yes.
30th, 2017.
Correct. Mr. Wallace moved. Mr. Glista seconded.
Treasurer call the roll.
fun. They're still in it. Oh, yeah. Really fresh.
Motion carried.
Okay, recognitions, Mr. Saxton.
I have none.
You have none. All right, we'll go on. Comments. Oh, do you have anything to say? Did I cut you off there? WBEA comments, WBCA comments, visitors' comments. I didn't look at the paper. Is there anybody who wanted to say anything?
No, not that I saw when I came in. Anyone want to talk?
Anyone want to say anything? Anyone? Okay,
Are you sure? That's rare.
correspondent to the board.
I do have two, sorry.
Oh, you have correspondence?
Yes.
Okay.
First is from Grace Skolosh, valedictorian. She wanted to say, West Branch Local Schools, thank you so much for the valedictorian scholarship. It's greatly appreciated and will be used to further my education at Baldwin Wallace University, but not have been able to accomplish this goal. But the love and support from all the West Branch faculty, I am honored to be a graduate of West Branch Local Schools. Thanks again, and go Warriors. That's Grace Skolosh. And then we received a letter from Treva Klein. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much for the opportunity to teach at West Branch. I deeply appreciate this. I'd like to thank those who prepare our paychecks, organize all of our health care insurance, and keep us fiscally sound. Thank you once again, Treva Klein.
Very nice.
Those were nice.
Okay, report to the board. Old business, new business. 1, recommend approval to the athletic boosters to operate concession stands during all home athletic events during the 2017-18 school year.
So moved.
Second.
Treasurer call the roll.
Motion carried.
Okay. 2, concession stands, band boosters. Recommend approval to the band boosters to operate a concession stand during all home varsity football games during the 2017-18 school year.
So moved. Second.
Treasurer call the roll.
So, Mr. Wallace?
Yes. And Mr. Turner doesn't do it anymore.
Don't mess with me.
Motion carried.
Number 3, ambulance service. Recommend approval to enter in an agreement with the Village of Beloit for ambulance service for the 2017-18 fall season at the rate of $75 per game. No change from the 2016-17 for up to 25 games.
So moved.
Second.
Treasurer call the roll.
You tell me to pay attention.
It's alive.
I'm joking.
Joking. We discussed that on cheap.
Yeah.
When we were learning our little thing here, we were looking at other people's school districts and other ambulance services. We get a really good deal on our ambulance service.
Yes.
Just so you know, compared to other, like, city schools.
Appreciate that.
Motion carried.
Village of Beloit.
Policy updates. Recommend approval to additions and corrections to the policy manual. Second reading.
So moved.
Second.
Treasurer call the roll. Whose idea was this?
John.
Right.
Motion carried.
5, paving project. Recommendation to approve Caplia, is that how you said it?
Yes.
Architects as project manager for the summer 2017 parking lot resurfacing project.
So moved. Second.
Treasurer call the roll.
Go to Mr. Wallace.
Yep.
With this system, the board will be able to make agendas available before the meeting on its website. We're not just playing video games up here.
Did you want to say something about?
It's going to be more efficient, much more efficient once we
Yeah.
get it figured out. I mean, seriously.
Sure.
It is.
Just a note on the paving project, it's specific to one major project and two alternates, which the board will be voting on next. And this is paid for out of our 034 fund, which is a maintenance fund specific to capital improvements. So it is not general fund money, and it is specific use for projects like this so that we can maintain the parking lot and specifically access roads that our buses and cars and vans and parents and so on travel on day in and day out.
Number 6, accept bids. Recommend acceptance of bids from North Star Asphalt Incorporated, Everbright Incorporated, Barbicus Paving LLC, and Chagrin Valley Paving.
Someone,
Second.
Treasurer call the roll.
I know.
Came up before mine.
No, it's going to pop up.
Motion carried.
7, award bid. Recommend approval to award the paving contract to North Star Asphalt for a total price of $150,960 as follows. Base bid, $128,350. Alternate number 1, $10,800. And alternate number 2, $11,810.
So moved. Second.
Treasurer call the roll.
Yeah, it's not from here, it's not, it's quiet.
We need some background. Can somebody sing or something?
Motion carried.
Number 8, acceptance of gifts and donations. Recommend acceptance of gifts and donations as listed.
So moved.
Second, treasurer call the roll.
Like that, we could prop that up, right? And then it'll be propped up there. Just future, not that we need to mess with tonight.
Considering her question,
Only a
I
paper?
don't think so.
What's that?
Actual donation
Can we
list.
see it?
Can you pop it up so people can see or not?
I'd have to walk over and
You don't have to do it now, I just wonder for
Yeah.
the future, if that's
Yeah.
something we can do.
Yeah, we could, actually, it would be, we could include it in the public comment on the agenda, or see if we can figure it out, pop up in here.
Something like that's nice to see.
We want to thank those. Maybe in the future, we'll be able to put those on the screen so you see what those gifts and donations were. If you want to know, we do have them. So,
I think I'm asking you to vote again, I'm sorry.
oh. Are we voting again?
We're just gonna vote again, I think.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button.
We're practicing. We're going to vote again.
It's not coming up.
I did.
It's not?
It's not
Okay.
coming up. Apparently, we already voted, so.
There it is. Should we vote again? Mine come up.
Yeah.
So you gotta make sure.
Yeah.
Now it's gone.
No, it's gone?
It didn't come up.
Didn't
for
come
me.
up.
Mine came up, then it went. Yeah, mine did.
Oh, there it did.
Okay.
Just Say yes again.
You can say no.
I'll say no this time.
Thank you. Now I hit save. And that motion carried.
Okay, number 1, personnel. Recommend approval to grant FMLA to Robin Albrecht on March 3rd, 6th, 7th, 9th of 2017.
So moved.
Second.
Treasurer call the roll.
Probably have to do that. I think it will be. I don't know. Maybe it's not.
That motion.
Okay, number 2, certificated substitutes. Recommend approval of the following certificated substitutes for the 2017-18 school year. Robert Denny.
So moved. Second.
Treasurer call the roll. There's a little arrow that tells me where I'm at, so it's really nice, because then I don't get lost. There's this little arrow that says, this is where we are.
That motion passed.
Okay, classified substitutes. Recommend approval of the following classified substitutes for the 2017-18 school year. Kelly Doyle and Heather Norris.
So moved.
Second.
Treasurer call the roll.
Yeah, I followed it. My hair doesn't come right away. You can shut it.
Motion carried.
Recommend approval to accept the resignation of Kaylin Zatok as intervention specialist effective immediately.
So moved.
Second.
Treasurer call the roll.
Anybody need a Snickers?
I'm getting hangry.
Poor Mr. Draw. You'll get it. We'll get it. We are going to have coffee and cookies or something like that.
Entertainment, we need some more
For the
entertainment.
next couple of meetings, we'll get used to that.
That motion carried.
Recommend approval to employ Abby Hausschneider.
What'd I
How do you say it?
Alstaver?
Okay, there you go. As an intervention specialist for the 2017-18 school year, pending certification.
So moved. Second.
Treasurer call the roll. Hausschneider. I'll do better next time. Maybe I won't announce your name again.
Just don't resign right away.
Yeah.
The motion passed.
Well, welcome.
Welcome aboard. Thank you.
You passed. Might have taken us a while, but you passed. Welcome to West Branch.
Thank you.
Recommend approval to employ the following as ticket takers for the 2017-18 school year as listed.
So,
Second.
Treasurer call the roll.
Oh, so they don't even see that up there.
Hmm?
They don't see that up there.
What's that?
The list.
No.
No, we have to work on that.
I'm sorry.
So that needs to
Do you want me to call the names? Did you care who the ticket takers are?
I would.
I can say the names if you'd like.
No,
Oh,
We can
we need to
find
get
out and
that up
adjust
there
that.
sometime.
Well, I don't know.
Not just that, but, oh, that's right, because that window is just our window,
if you
right?
care, the ticket takers are Candy Rockwell, Debbie Eady, Luann Geiger, Jennifer Zamorelli, Linda Wallace, Katie Meisner, Lois Niederheiser, Rayanne Sainer, Abby Millard, Jackie Lyons, and Tracy Wyatt.
Yeah, see, because it is listed under public content.
It is.
So when it's published, it'll go out to whoever pulls up the actual, if you log on to the public domain, you'll see it.
It's just too bad it can't be,
But for whatever reason, it does not show it on the screen.
we'll have to ask her.
But
that.
we can look and see if it's a setting that can be enabled, yeah.
Okay.
Motion passed.
Recommend approval to employ the following as Title I substitutes for the 2017 school year. I lost it at $20 per hour. Jennifer Woods.
So moved.
Second.
Treasurer call the roll. Aren't you all glad you came? You having a good time?
That motion passed.
Recommend approval of the time and half rates of pay to confidential employees for all non-contracted work.
So moved.
Second.
Treasurer call the roll.
Oh,
Not gonna reset that.
That's not
no. Yeah,
good.
you just have to vote again.
Oh, we have to vote again.
Double clicked on the wrong one.
It's never good when the treasurer says, "Oh, no," under his breath.
My turn to vote?
You guys will have to start bringing your laptop. Just write the story as we're sitting here.
Or read a book.
No?
No,
Why don't you just tell me which one?
we gotta learn, I guess.
Okay, let's try this.
There it is.
You should move that one icon over.
Hmm?
You should move the open online voting and then put close next to it. That way you're not clicking on the same area of the screen. Mr. Glista's vote is not registered yet.
It hasn't popped up.
Stop texting and pay attention. I don't have it yet.
Usually he's the first one. Well, out of all three.
Everybody's voted but Mr. Glista, but it's not on his screen to vote.
Yeah, his vote hasn't registered on my computer and it, because the opportunity has not shown up on his. If you would like to verbally give me your vote,
Skip his verbal vote.
Yes.
I can enter it. We can do things the we can do old school here.
Only hit it once this time.
Thank you. And we save. And after all that, the motion passed.
All right. Recommend approval to employ the following as Title I tutors for the 2017-18 school year at the rate of $20 per hour, pending certification. Luann Geiger. Oh, and Melissa Seckler.
So moved.
Second. Treasurer call the roll.
Yeah, he was first.
Who's first?
I didn't watch it pop up. Set the timer.
The motion carried.
Recommend approval to grant supplemental contracts to the following for the 2017-18 school year in accordance with the terms of the negotiated agreement between the WBEA and the West Branch Board of Education, pending certification. There's so many. If you want to know, ask. As listed.
So moved.
Second.
Treasurer call the roll.
Oh, I got it this time.
It's like a competition with her. I want to vote first.
No, Aaron and I just have to vote.
The motion carried.
Recommend approval to accept the retirement of Virginia Leidig as an elementary teacher.
So moved.
Second.
Treasurer call the roll.
Get your sneakers out. So
I did, yeah, Mickey and Aaron's still on. Oh, Mr. Wallace.
second.
Okay.
We have birds up there.
Where?
No, it's back on. It timed out, so the birds came up on the screen. So they should-
Oh.
It rested. The screen rested. Okay, need a motion to go to executive session.
Slow down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just want to say thank you to Mrs. Leidig. I talked to her this morning, and she has put in 30 years of service here in West Branch. She is retiring. I think she spent all 30 years at Damascus.
No, she was at Knox.
Oh, sorry, she did spend time at Knox. She did say that this morning. Last many years at Damascus, and she is moving on into another career, and was kind of on the fence about doing this, but she decided just recently to move on. So, and she thanks the board for their support, and was very happy with her time spent here. So, congratulations and thank you to her.
Wish her luck.
Yes. Sure.
Okay, I need a motion to go into executive session to consider one or more items, matters required to be kept confidential by federal law or rules or state statutes.
Maybe we go into executive session. Second.
Treasurer call the roll.
This will be verbal.
Okay. Sorry.
Who made the motion?
John.
And second.
Eric.
Okay. Mr. Wallace?
Yes.
Mr. Glista?
Yes.
Mrs. Carnegie?
Yes.
Mr. Trimmer?
Yes.
Mrs. McLaughlin?
Yes. Okay, I want to thank you all for coming and putting up with this, and we adjourn the meeting.
No,
Oh,
you will not.
I'm sorry, I'm not adjourning the meeting. Sorry,
Because you're
we're going
going-
into executive session.
Right, and when you return, there will be no action.
No action when we